Hey there. So it sounds like you're thinking about Fort Lauderdale real estate
Yeah.
and you're interested in Coral Ridge.
Yeah.
Okay, so you want that waterfront lifestyle, the community feel, and a smart investment.
Sounds about right.
Well, we dove into some market data and we talked with some local experts, and we've got a good picture for you of what makes Coral Ridge special.
Yeah, Coral Ridge is great because it's got luxury and it's also very livable.
Yeah.
It's not all multi-million dollar estates,
Right.
so there definitely are some of those, but there's a variety of homes for a lot of budgets.
Yeah, I love those classic Florida homes
Yeah.
with the big
Yeah.
gardens, just so inviting.
Yeah.
Speaking of inviting, over 100 homes are currently for sale in Coral Ridge.
Wow.
That's a lot to look at.
It is a good amount. Yeah, and the range is what's really nice about it. So you can find waterfront estates with private docks if you're a boater,
Oh, nice.
single-family homes on quiet streets.
hmm
Maybe you want something a little more low-key,
Yeah,
and everything in between.
cool. So Coral Ridge is not a one-size-fits-all.
Not at all. That's
Yeah.
why we're seeing so many people moving here.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
And it seems like they're going fast.
Yeah, homes are selling very quickly, I'll tell you.
Really?
The market here is really dynamic. A lot of homes are getting multiple offers,
Wow.
which is driving the prices up, which is great for sellers.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe not so great for buyers, but
Yeah. But it's a sign of a strong market.
absolutely.
So what else is driving this demand besides the limited inventory?
Location is a big thing.
Yeah.
You've got the intracoastal waterway for boating.
Yeah.
You're close to the beach,
Mhm.
easy to get to downtown Fort Lauderdale.
I see.
Plus, you've got some really good schools, public and private.
Okay.
Huge draw for families.
So we've got desirability, we've got limited inventory and rising prices.
Yep.
I think we can safely say it's a seller's market.
Yeah, and that means buyers need to be ready to act quickly and strategically.
Okay.
Having an experienced real estate agent who knows Coral Ridge can make a huge difference.
It's funny you should say that because we were going through all this data and one name kept popping up.
Yeah.
Antonio Ortega.
Antonio Ortega LLC has a fantastic reputation in Coral Ridge.
What makes him so good?
Well, he really understands the market.
Okay.
Really good negotiator. And he is known for personalized service. He's not just trying to close deals.
Mhm.
He wants to build relationships, and he helps his clients achieve their real estate dreams.
So speaking of dreams, imagine getting a little help to make your Coral Ridge dreams a reality.
Oh, yeah.
Antonio is currently offering 10% of his professional fee towards closing costs.
Wow, that's a big saving.
Yeah.
Especially in this kind of market where every dollar counts.
Yeah.
It shows how committed he is to making Coral Ridge accessible to more buyers.
I like that. So whether you're buying or selling, it sounds like Antonio is who you want,
For sure.
and you can find all the details on his website.
Head over to AntonioOrtegaLLC.com and you'll find tons of info on his services, his approach,
Okay.
and of course that fantastic offer.
Nice.
Yeah,
It's a really good resource for anyone serious about making a move in Coral Ridge.
absolutely.
So we've learned a lot.
Yeah, we have.
But before we wrap up, I want to leave you with a question.
Okay.
If you could picture your ideal life in Coral Ridge, what would it look like? What aspects of this community speak to you?
Good question.
Hold on to that image, explore the possibilities, and we'll be right back with part 2 of our Coral Ridge deep dive.
Can't wait. Welcome back. So we were just talking about Antonio Ortega and his unique offer where he contributes 10% of his fee toward your closing costs.
Yeah, that's a pretty great deal, especially in a market like Coral Ridge.
For sure. So we've talked about those amazing appreciation rates, but let's get into the details.
Yeah, what makes this area such a solid investment?
Well, Coral Ridge has a few things that make it really stand out to investors.
Okay, like what?
Well, first, there's that consistent appreciation that we've been talking about.
Right.
Homes here tend to hold their value and actually increase over time more than a lot of other places.
Wow, so it's not just about finding your dream home?
Nope.
It's about building wealth.
Exactly.
That's great.
And then there's that high demand that we've been talking about too.
Yeah, that's got to be good for investors.
It is. Because it creates a really competitive market, which means investors can feel pretty confident that they'll be able to sell their properties when they're ready.
That's a great point.
Peace of mind is essential.
Yeah, but isn't there a downside to the high demand?
What do you mean?
Doesn't that make it harder to get into Coral Ridge?
True. It can be tough to break into this market, especially for those waterfront properties that everyone wants.
Right.
That's why having someone like Antonio on your side is so important.
How so?
His knowledge of the market and his negotiation skills are a huge advantage.
So he's not just finding any house.
Right.
He's finding the right house at the right price.
Exactly. Even in a market as hot as this one.
That's really good to know.
And for investors looking for passive income, Coral Ridge is a great place to buy rental properties.
I bet.
The high demand means you'll have no trouble finding tenants. And the area is so desirable that you can get some pretty great rental rates.
I can see why people would love to have a vacation rental here.
Oh, yeah. Imagine generating income while you're traveling the world.
Living the dream.
That's it. And we haven't even touched on the new construction happening here.
Oh, yeah? What about that?
Some really stunning developments are popping up.
Nice.
Cutting-edge designs, the latest and greatest features, and you get that brand new peace of mind.
I could definitely see the appeal of new construction. It's like a fresh start.
Absolutely. And if new construction is something you're considering, Antonio can help you out there too.
Oh, good.
He's got connections with all the best builders in the area, and he knows how to navigate those customization options.
That's important.
So you can get the home of your dreams.
I love it. So no matter what kind of home you're looking for, a classic Florida home, a modern masterpiece, a waterfront estate,
Antonio can help.
Antonio Ortega can help make it happen.
He has the experience, the expertise, and the dedication to make your experience in Coral Ridge smooth and successful.
And don't forget, he's offering to contribute 10% of his fee towards your closing costs.
It's a great opportunity to make the most of your budget and get closer to your goals in Coral Ridge.
Absolutely. You can find all the details on his website, AntonioOrtega'LLC.com.
It's a great place to start exploring all the possibilities that Coral Ridge has to offer.
Okay, so we've covered a lot of ground, but before we wrap up our Coral Ridge deep dive, I want to leave you with another question.
Okay, shoot.
If you could imagine your perfect life in Coral Ridge, what would it look like? What would you be doing? What parts of this community really appeal to you?
That's a good question.
Really visualize it and think about it. And we'll pick up right here in the final part of our deep dive.
Okay, so we're back for the last part of our deep dive into Coral Ridge.
We've talked about market trends and investment potential.
We talked about new construction and that awesome waterfront lifestyle.
And we covered how competitive the Coral Ridge market can be. Yeah, it seems like having the right guide is key.
Definitely.
Yeah.
And that's where Antonio Ortega really stands out.
His expertise and dedication are so important in this kind of market.
No doubt about it. Let's dig a little deeper into how working with Antonio can give you an edge.
Okay, so besides his love for Coral Ridge, what makes Antonio so special?
Well, he really knows this market like the back of his hand.
Okay.
He's not just looking at the numbers. He understands each neighborhood, what impacts property values, even the small things that buyers are looking for.
Okay.
It's this deep knowledge that lets him stay ahead of the market.
Wow, so it's like having a Coral Ridge insider on your team.
That's a great way to put it.
Yeah.
And because Coral Ridge is his specialty, he's always watching for new listings, price changes, and those hidden gems that most people wouldn't even know about.
Wow, that's got to be important in such a fast-paced market.
For sure. Timing is everything. But it's not just about the market.
Right.
Antonio is also a really skilled negotiator.
Yeah.
So whether you're buying or selling,
Yeah.
he'll fight to get you the best possible price and the best terms. He's known for making tough negotiations smooth and making sure everyone wins.
That's great. And I'm sure those skills come in handy when you've got multiple offers flying around.
Absolutely. Which is happening a lot these days. But you know what really sets Antonio apart?
What's that?
It's his dedication to personalized service.
Well, that's nice.
He takes the time to understand what you need your goals, what you want your Coral Ridge life to look like.
Yeah.
It's not just a one-size-fits-all approach. He tailors his services to each client.
I bet that makes a huge difference.
It does. It turns a stressful process into a really positive experience.
That's fantastic. And let's not forget about that financial incentive he's offering.
Right. Contributing 10% of his fee towards closing costs can really help your budget, especially if you're a first-time buyer.
Yeah, or if you're trying to get the most out of your investment.
Exactly. It shows that he's committed to making Coral Ridge a reality for more people.
I love that. So if you're ready to explore Coral Ridge, Antonio Ortega is the person you want in your corner.
Definitely. His expertise, his negotiation skills, his personalized service, and his commitment to your success make him the perfect guide.
Absolutely. And remember, you can find all the info on his website, AntonioOrtega'LLC.com.
It's the best resource for anyone who's serious about Coral Ridge.
So we've talked a lot about Coral Ridge, but before we go, I want to go back to that question we asked earlier.
Okay.
If you could live your dream life in Coral Ridge, what would it be like? What would you be doing? What speaks to you about this community?
That's a good thing to think about.
Yeah, visualize it, hold on to it. And thanks for joining us for this deep dive into Coral Ridge. We'll see you next time.